Okay, so looking at my same data, but this time I'm going to look at this last column, the annual percentage return on my investment. I want to make a frequency distribution and a histogram for this data. So I have clicked into this first cell here of the data, and I will go to my Insert tab and my pivot table. I'm going to make the frequency distribution first, and then this will pop up, create pivot table, and I click OK. And then I have to choose what I want my table to be made of. So I was interested in the annual percentage return on my investment, so I'm going to click and drag that to my rows. And then I'm only looking at this one variable, so I will click the same thing and drag that to where it says values here. The table over here that I'm getting, frequency distribution, notice here it says sum of annual percentage return on investment, and I don't want that. I want the frequency, the number in that group. So I will click on that and then right click, and here it says summarize values by. Right now it's doing the sum and I want the count, so I click on count. And so now you can see I have 2 at 7.9%, 1 at 8%, 2 at 8.2%, and so on. And then I've got my total count of 20. So this is a frequency distribution, but really I probably want to have ranges of percentages instead of just 7.9, 8, 8.2, and so on. So I'm going to click into one of those, the row labels, edit there, and right click. There we go. And here I want to group these, and I think I will start at 6%. So this is written in decimal, so 6% will be 0.06, and I'll stop at 12%, so written as a decimal, that's 0.12. And I want my ranges or my intervals to have a length of 0.5%, which is 0.005. Okay. So then now you can see between these two percentages, 7.5 and 8%, there are 2. Between 8% and 8.5%, there are 4, and so on. So this is my frequency distribution. Okay, so using this, now I want to create the histogram that goes with it. So I'm clicked into it. I will click Insert and the recommended charts. And then here, that's going to give me a histogram. So here's my histogram. You can see 2 for that percentage range, 4 for this one. A lot of times we have the bars touching each other, so if I right click on one of these bars and go down to this last option, Format Data Series, over here gap width is telling me how much space I want between my bars, so if I don't want any at all, I can enter 0, hit 0 and then enter. And then you'll notice that now all of those bars are touching one another. And then again, if I want to edit my title, I just click on that and I can put histogram.